I started running consistently like 6 months ago, and even though I knew that running has a lot of benefits, I'm now very positively surprised by how many of them actually appeared in my life and how running truly changed my life for the better in such a short period of time. So in this video I want to transparently share with you what running 3 times per week for the last 6 months actually brought into my life and how it concretely helped me, whether physically or mentally. The very first benefit I started to notice very early on was much better mental state and overall clarity over my life. And I know it can sound a little bit wumbo jumbo right at the start of this video, but it is true. Since I started running as a first thing in the morning, I kind of created a great space for my mind to reflect on things that happened recently or think about the stuff I'm planning to do in the near future. Also, of course, I knew that moving your body actually helps your head to relax a bit, but since I started running, it completely transformed to another level. And sometimes I literally can't wait to my next morning run so I can play my next project or basically anything I want to accomplish in my life. And one of the best feelings is to lock down my morning run with no other people around, then get really big but healthy breakfast and coffee, and then start working on the stuff I just went through in my mind during my run. The second thing is how much of a difference running made on my fitness level and on my physical look. What I mean by that is, for example, cardiovascular fitness, which is being tracked from my Apple Watch to my iPhone. And as you can see, the trend is slowly building momentum in the last couple of months compared to the past. And with that being said, it's not only about what the data say, even though I really like looking into them, but it's also about all those other day-to-day things like walking to the hill during the city walk. It's really nice to realize that your breath and heart rate isn't over the moon by going upwards or by going up to the stairs for a few minutes. And obviously, you also get more comfortable and faster during running itself as your overall aerobic capacity improves. So for me, it's incredibly encouraging to actually realize and feel all those little things which eventually will make you a better and healthier in general. And not just in running, but in day-to-day life as well. And regarding the physical part, I simply reduced the amount of fat I had, which doesn't mean I was overweight, chubby or anything like that, but rather that I just simply feel much lighter. I lost a few kilograms, and again, in my day-to-day life I feel much better, and yet I don't need to heavily restrict myself on how much I'm eating or anything like that, since I'm also trying to build a little bit more muscle too, so I still do eat a lot. The next crucial benefit consistent running brought into my life is that running actually created dedicated time and activity for listening my favorite long-form podcast or audiobooks. The thing is, I used to listen podcasts here and then, but I was constantly behind and it was kind of challenging for me to find time for example 2+ hours long interviews which Colin and Samir do. However, with running you have all this time to think, as I mentioned in point number 1, or you can listen to your favorite stuff. So sometimes the day before my run I check if the new episode of my top podcast is out, and if yes, I look forward even more to that morning run as I know it will be even better. And maybe this is only me being a bit crazy and you're thinking you can listen anything and anytime. Well, of course I can, but when I'm at home I tend to actively work and just creating stuff, if I can summarize it that way. So I don't really consume that much when I'm at home, and that's why I absolutely love my solo runs as I can enjoy the run even more. The next, but I would say the craziest thing consistent running allowed me to do was running the very first marathon in my life, which was truly tremendous and life-changing experience. Because, you know, I had the goal of running a marathon someday like back in my mind, even when I almost hated running back in the day. So the fact I was able to accomplish such a giant race 1 month ago is still really mind-blowing to me. And even though it was a proper test of my physical and mental capabilities, it was also an award in a sense. Because as many other runners say, you have to earn the chance to run and finish a marathon by consistent effort. And that's exactly what happened after my 5 months of dedicated but not really crazy amount of training. So if you also have a marathon race somewhere back of your mind for the future, I honestly think you're gonna love this video where I share absolutely everything with no fluff. Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!